Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Mudiraye Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagvat Sevaya Bhagavati Uttam Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtaki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschati Desatarine. Hare Krishna. So, as we learnt yesterday, the glories of Srimad Bhagavatam, from today onwards, we are entering into the intricacies of Srimad Bhagavatam. So, the Canto 1, so all the prayers which we have concluded in our this 7-day session, they are actually into the sequential prayers, starting from Canto 1, then Canto 3, then Canto 5, like this. We are going to Canto 7 and then finishing. And the conclusion of Srimad Bhagavatam, that which canto covers the which parts. So that we'll be discussing in the next 6 days. So today we are entering to Srimad Bhagavatam. There are the 3 prayers given by Shukadeva Goswami. Vedavyas has written the 3 prayers for the Lord. So the first 3 shlokas of the chapter 1 and first canto are the Mangalacharan done by Vedavyas. The Mangalacharan which we spoke, this is spoken by Sutta Goswami to the Shaunak Rishis which were in the namisharanya. Namisharanya is a place in Uttar Pradesh, India, where the best place for austerity. When the Rishis, Munis of India, they asked Lord Brahma, which is the best place for doing the sacrifice, for the puja, bhajan, worship, then Brahmaji sent one chakra which fall into the place which is full of neem trees. Neem trees. So because it's a neem forest, it's called as namisharanya. And also the disc of Brahma which fall down at that place, because of those spokes of the Brahma, it is called as chakra tirth or nimish. namisharanya, because in the forest that disc fall down. So the Mangalacharan which we do, Namaste, Narayanam Namaskrityam. So this was a Sut Goswami spoke to Shaunak rishis. They were 88,000 rishis. And they were doing Srimad Bhagvat Katha, and there was no sound system. Surprising, no? 88,000. How many are you? 100, 150. And we need lot of sound system. We need volumes, bass, treble. But there was no trouble for the 88,000 rishis. And they all were hearing. So now the question is how they all can hear Srimad Bhagavatam when there was no sound system. 88,000 is a big number. And this is when the Kali Yuga started. Because when Shukdev spoke Bhagavatam to Parikshit Maharaj, that was Dwapar Yuga and the end of Dwapar. And Parikshit could see the entry of the Kali Yuga. It means the Kali Yuga started after Sri Shukdev Goswami spoke Bhagavatam. After 200 years later, Shukdev Goswami is spoken, Sut Goswami spoke 200 years later to Shaunak rishis. And for 200 years, he could memorize all the slokas. 18,000. How many you can memorize? Can you tell me how many slokas I recited yesterday? Anyone? So just see the memory. So because of their memory, the 88,000 rishis was silently. How could they listen? Because we don't listen through our ears. Do you know that? We listen through mind. Yes. Prabhuji gave Premanand Prabhu right answer. Mind. If your mind is somewhere else, whatever I say, it will skip through your mind. And you will say, come again. I just spoken loudly, but you can't hear it because your mind is somewhere else. We eat food through no mind. Because we put food, if our mind is disturbed today, somebody has done something wrong with us, we are not able to eat food because our mind is not good. We feel, I'm not feeling happy. I don't like to eat food. Your stomach is there, your mouth is there, but why you are not feeling? If something has good happened and something good and unexpectedly you got 100 marks or 99 marks in something or some promotion unexpected, you come to house and you say, I'm very happy, make some pakoras. I'm very happy. So how could the happiness gives you hunger? So everything is connected to the mind. We listen, we see through the mind, no eyes. If your mind is somewhere else, even somebody comes and goes, you will not see him. And the devotees will say, Mataji, I was sitting aside you, I was waving my hand, but you are not able to listen because your mind is into the Bhagvat Katha. And if somebody is looking here and there and not focusing on Hari Katha, then even I do some dramatic thing here, he will say, why people are laughing? Oh, Prabhuji did some dramatic action. He will say, I did not see. Your eyes are here, but you could not see because mind is somewhere else. So whatever activity we do in our life is through the mind. So all the rishis, 88,000, their mind was one pointed focus on Hari Katha, and that's why without the sound system, they all can hear Srimad Bhagavatam. Sound system is not mattering. What matters is your one pointed focus. When Dronacharya asked Arjuna, Arjuna, what do you see on the tree? Duryodhan was there, many other warriors were there. Everybody said, Duryodhan said, I am seeing a tree with many leaves and there is one bird. Dronacharya said, you are waste. Then they asked Yudhishthir Maharaj, Yudhishthir, what do you see? Yudhishthir said, I am seeing one bird and having two eyes. Then the number of Arjuna comes. Arjun, what do you see? Arjuna said, Dronacharya, I am seeing only one eye of the bird. That is called bull's eye, focus. So that need to be done. And Krishna mentioning in Bhagvat Gita, Ekaha kuru bhavana, Ekaha kuru nandana, bhavushakaya nantaschaya. Do not deviate your mind to many places. Ekaha kuru nandana. So we need to be one pointed focus on Hari Katha. Then you can hear the intricacies of Srimad Bhagavatam. Otherwise, you will skip. So This first three shlokas spoken by Veda Vyas. And he is doing stuti. This is called as Mangala Charan of Srimad Bhagavatam. The three prime shlokas, 1, 2, and 3, Canto 1, Chapter 1. So we will recite these very beautiful shlokas. Janmadiyasya yato anvaya itrascha artheshu abhigya swarat tene brahma hridayadikavaye moyanti yat surya तेजो वारी मृदाम यथा विन्मयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो अमृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निर्हस्तकुहकम् सत्यं परं धीमहि जन्माद्यस्य यतो अन्वयात्. So here Veda Vyas is saying Janmadiyasya yato anvayatah. Oh Lord, he's not taking the name. Very clever. Veda Vyas is not taking any name. He's saying, oh God, oh the Supreme One, you are the source of generation, operation and destruction. That is the full form of God. Na? G for generation, O for operation and D for destruction. So for generation, he creates Brahma. For operation, he creates Vishnu. And for destruction, he creates Shiva. So the Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva, the Trinity God, it is complete G-O-D. But Krishna is Supreme Personality of God. No, God's head. He is heading the department of Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh. Itascha bhigya swarata. Though he is the source of generation, operation and destruction, he is free. Abhigya swarata. Nobody can bound Krishna. Nobody can bound God. But he is Abhigya swarat. In the first line of Bhagavatam, Abhigya, nobody can know him. Abhigya. Gya means knowledgeable. Abhigya means unknown. We can't understand Krishna. Srila Prabhupada has written multiple books. Bhagavatam, 12 cantos. Prabhupada has written till 10th canto, chapter 13. But later on, disciples translated all the 12 cantos of Srimad Bhagavatam. So Prabhupada was writing so many books. Kunti Stutis, Dhruva Prayers, Easy Journey to Other Planets, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Krishna book. Prabhupada was writing many books. So one devotee asked, Swamiji, Krishna is very difficult to be understood. Prabhupada said, yes, that's true. Then why are you writing so many books? Prabhupada said, so that you should understand that Krishna is very difficult to understand. Otherwise, people think that when we will read Bhagavatam, we'll come to know who is Krishna. When we read Chaitanya Charitamrita, we'll come to know who is Krishna. We can bound Krishna. You can't bound Krishna by knowledge. Pravachanenu na labhya. You cannot, even by good orator, you cannot control Krishna. You want to control Krishna, there is only one thing by which you can control Krishna, and that is love for Krishna. Love for Krishna. And how the love will come? We can't imitate love. Like we see in Yashoda Damodar Leela. Damodar Krishna, like Yashoda Maya was behind Krishna and want to bound Krishna, but Krishna was not being able to bound in the simple rope. And the rope was always 2 finger short. So Yashoda Maya was trying very hard, in sweating. All the flowers in the hairs have fallen down. All this chadar, chunni going away. And Yashoda Maya was trying to bound Krishna. She tried very hard. All the ropes of Vrindavan Vrajavasis, but still could not bound Krishna. She tried everything. Why she cannot bound Krishna? Because Krishna is in the stomach of Krishna, there is complete multiple universes are lying down. And if you take one rope which can completely into multiple universes can go and bound, is there any rope available? So she tried hard, but she could not bound because there are multiple universes in the stomach of Krishna. How can you bound? You cannot bind Krishna by simple ropes. But we see that in Damodar Lila, Yashoda Maya could bound Krishna. How come? Because Yashoda Maya tried hard to bound Krishna, and that is why Parishram Drashtvena Krishna Asit Swabandhane. By seeing the efforts done by Yashoda Maya, Krishna said, Maya, you want to bound me? Oh, give me the rope. And suddenly he bound himself to the motor. And Yashoda Maya was surprised. After seeing such an opulence of Krishna, opulence vanished away by the Yoga Maya. And she said, Oh Lala, you are just breathing so hard that your stomach was full of air, and that's why I could not bound you. Now you have taken out your breath, and that's why you could bound yourself. She could not understand in love that he is God. Balramji came and said, Maya, you have bound Krishna. You know, he is Brahman, Akhil Brahmand Nayak. He is the head of all the universes. And Maya said, who are you? He said, I am Sheshanag. Maya says, or taking a stick in her hand, all the avtaras has to come in my home only. Just go away. So this was love. This is love. In love, Krishna does not need artis, pujas, worship. Because we are following the Vedi Bhakti Marga. And that's why we are doing all these rituals, so that one day we can also love Krishna in this way. If you meet someone while going down to the mountain from this temple, on the highway, if you meet someone who wanted to stop your car, will you stop? Maybe he's Krishna, but you will think he is ghost. So many Christian graveyards are here and there. You will not able to believe that Krishna can be here. Whereas we see the lot many saints in our parampara, those who have seen ghost as God. Namadev was a saint, and when he saw ghost coming to him, he said, Wow, Krishna, you have taken what a beautiful form of a Pretaraj. Wow, wow, wow. Oh Krishna, you look so beautiful in Pretaraj form. Can you think Krishna into Pretaraj form? So that's kind of love that in wherever you see, you find Krishna is available. That's connection. It's called love. Abhigya Swarata. He's Swarat, nobody can bound. But Krishna was bound by Yashoda Maya due to the love. So there are 2 fingers short, means 1 finger is effort, and second is the mercy of Krishna. Krishna will be merciful only when you try very hard to achieve Krishna's love. It's not so easy. Let's stay at your home and chant lazy and you can achieve Krishna. It's difficult. You have to try very, very hard. Abhigya Swarata. Though he is Swarata, but he becomes in the bondage. How come? Because of love. Tene Brahma Hridayadikavaye. Because this knowledge was given first to the first poet, who is Brahmaji. Brahmaji is the best poet. He wrote one poem called as Brahma Samhita. Very, very beautiful verses of Brahma Samhita. There are 100 chapters of Brahma Samhita. We read only the 5th chapter, which glorify Krishna, but many other chapters glorifying other gods also. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu suggested to read only the 5th chapter among the 100 chapters of Brahma Samhita and translated by Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. That's why we read only, which is our focal point, Krishna consciousness. Once one devotee asked me in chapter 3, there's the glories of Lord Ram, shall we read it? I said, no, Prabhupada never suggested to read other chapters. We have to be focal on the chapter 5th, which is Ishvara Param Krishna Sachitananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarvakaran Karanam Premanjana Churita Bhakti Vilochanena Santam Sadeva Hirdeshu Vilokayanti Yamsham Sundar Achintaya Gun Swarupam Govindamadi Purusham Tammaham Bhajami Advaitam Achyutam Anadi Anantarupam Adhyam Purana Purusham Navayovanam Cha. So he is new every time, ever fresh Krishna. That knowledge was given first to Brahma. And how could Brahma get the knowledge? Just by the touch of Krishna's conch shell, Brahma get the complete knowledge of the Vedas. And from his four heads, he is continuously speaking the four Vedas, Rig Veda, Athar Veda, Sam Veda, Yajur Veda, to the four mouths. So this is how Moyanti Surya, various big demigods get in illusion after seeing such pastimes of Krishna, that Krishna is Supreme Personality also, and he is eating the food remnants of his cowherd boys. And what to talk about us, even the Brahma, whom the first knowledge was given, become illusioned when he saw Krishna is eating the food remnants of his cowherd boys, called as Brahma Vimohan Leela. Brahmaji said he cannot be the Supreme Personality of Godhead if he eats the remnants of cowherd boys. Brahmaji was in illusion. Brahmaji saw that there are cowherd boys planning to eat food, picnic time, and everybody was ready. Oh, Krishna, today we'll go for a picnic. So the most poor one was Madhu Mangal. Though he comes from a Brahmin family, and Brahmins are, people think that they are poor. They are not poor actually. Brahmins do not demand money because they want to get Krishna in their life. So they don't demand money and opulence, and that's why they remain in a very simple state. So the Madhu Mangal was maintaining a simple state. He went to his home and said, Mother, tomorrow Krishna has planned a potluck. Everybody has to bring some food from their home. What should I take? Mataji said, Madhu Mangal, you should drop the plan for going tomorrow because we don't have any food. So he said, Mata, I cannot skip meeting Krishna even one day. My eyes will get dry up if I don't see Krishna in a single day. So please give me something. She said, okay, I'm giving you some curry, which has been prepared a day before. He said, okay, that's okay. Then Mataji said, but do not let Krishna eat this old curry, because if Krishna will eat, it's foul smelling. What Krishna will think about you and mine? Okay, Mataji, I will hide it in my chadar. And then hiding in the chadar, that curry, this matka, means a mud pot he was carrying. And Krishna was waiting when the Madhu Mangal will come. And suddenly Madhu Mangal arrived. Oh my Madhu Mangal, where were you? Come on, Madhu Mangal. And what have you brought for me? We were waiting with pakoras, kachoris, dahi baras, chutney. We were waiting for you. What have you brought? Chalo, we will have together. And suddenly Madhu Mangal was hiding. Oh Krishna, I could not brought something. Oh Krishna, I could not brought something. Krishna, there was nothing prepared. No, you are hiding something. Show me. And he caught the hand of Madhu Mangal and said, oh, it's beautiful curry. And Madhu Mangal said, no, Krishna. And he took out from the hands of Krishna. And Madhu Mangal drank all the curry continuously, whole pot, and it was dripping out. And Krishna started licking the face of Madhu Mangal and said, wow, what a curry. I have never eaten such a beautiful food. It's such pious, it's such delicious. Oh, it's awesome, sumptuous. And Krishna was loudly chanting. So this is how, when Brahma saw this, how can be the Supreme Personality of Godhead, for whom we need to be Brahmin initiated, for offering food? And he is eating a food from the face of a Madhu Mangal Brahmana, and it's a foul smelling curry, and he's licking like anything. He's Brahmand Nayak, Sastra Lakshmi, there are thousand Lakshmi serving him, and he's behind foul smelling curry. How could it be happening? He get into illusion. And then Brahma planned to hide the cowherd boys and the cows. But Krishna was already very intelligent. Srila Vishnu Chakra Thakur writes in his commentary, Sarartha Darshini Tika, that Krishna, already knowing that today Brahma is going to hide my cows and cowherd boys, so he took the original Sachidanand cowherds and the cowboys and the cows and the calves in cave, and he kept there sleeping. And he created Maya Janitaha, cowherd boys and the cows. And Brahma, who is in Maya, took the cows who are also Maya. Because Brahma in illusion cannot touch the Sachidanand Parshads or Parikars of Krishna. So he took the Maya Janita cows and the cowherd boys. And Brahma is thinking himself very intelligent. I am hiding Now what Krishna will do? Krishna did the third pastime. He expands himself into many, many, many. It is called as Prabhav Prakash Leela. He expanded himself into the each and every cowherd boys, calves, cows. On that day, when they all went to their Vraj, returned from the grazing of the cows, every mother said, I do not understand why I am liking my son today, why I am loving him so much like I used to love Krishna, because he was Krishna. The cow mother said, I do not understand why I like that my calf should drink whole the milk from my body. I am liking that when sometimes Krishna used to drink the milk from the breasts of Krishna, of cows. So the cow is saying, yes, I am liking it. Because the calves were also Krishna. It took 1 year because in Brahma Loka, one moment, and here on the Prithvi Loka, 1 year vanished away. So after the one moment, when he saw nothing is happening, that everybody is happily enjoying, and on that night, on that year, all the cowherd boys went to the astrologer. All the people, Gwalas and the big Gopas, they went to astrologers and said, we think this is the best time period of our Vraj because we have never seen such a delicious environment, such a pious environment. So what should we do? So all the great astrologers, they said, you all should plan to marry good girls of Vrindavan. So they planned a good cowherd boys and good cowherd girls, and it was a collective marriage happening. Samuhik Vivaha. Collective marriage was happening. And all were married to Krishna. And when Krishna did the Rasa Leela, actually he was dancing with his own wives because they all were married in this pastime. You cannot doubt on Krishna how Krishna is dancing with so many other women. They were not other. Actually, their husbands were living with the other women. And that is the same case with us also. Your wife is whom? Krishna's or yours? So you are living with somebody else's wife. The moment you start thinking, you start appreciating more Matajis. And Matajis, if you think it's your husband, then it is a problem. When the moment you think it's Krishna's, then you will respect, understand more. So this is how when Brahmaji came, he was in illusion. Then Krishna said, what you doing, Brahma? When you planned, I took away all the calves and they are hiding in cave. What do you think about? You are intelligent. I have just given you 4 heads. And you do not know there are many Brahmas with multiple heads. Just look at you behind. And when Brahma looked, there were many Brahmas with millions of heads, thousands of heads, and they're on their swans flying in air, and everybody was shouting, oh Krishna, please forgive. This is the lowermost Brahma. He's a miser person with only 4 heads. We are millionaires. So if the 4 heads, Brahma can be an illusion, we are having only 1 head. And if we put our heads or brains in understanding Krishna, it's difficult to understand. He can only be understood only by the mercy of senior Vaishnavas and the Gurus. Otherwise, you cannot understand Krishna by reading scriptures. You cannot. But it does not mean you stop reading scriptures. You read scriptures under the guidance of the senior devotees. Bhagavata Geha, Bhagavata Sthane. Need to read Bhagavat under the guidance of Bhagavat Bhaktas. So Tejavari Mridam Yatha Vinamayo. Vedavya is saying this whole creation is made of 5 elements: fire, ether, water, sky, and air. So this Tejavari Mridam Yatha Vinamayo Yattasya Sarga Amrishaha. And we are in the modes of 3 material natures: goodness, passion, and ignorance. Dhamna Svena Sada Nirasta Kuhakam. He creates material world which is illusion. Satyam Param Dhimahi. But in all the illusion, the truth is only Krishna. Satyam Param Dhimahi. So you need to surrender to one. Dhi means buddhi. You need to put your buddhi, your intelligence on the lotus feet of that person who did all this. So who did all this? Shiva? Ganapati? Indra? because no name is given. Krishna name is not taken in this verse. So who is doing all this creation, destruction, management, illusion, three modes of material nature? Who is doing all? Krishna. So this is how indirectly Vedavyas is saying, so that everybody can go to Bhagavatam. Otherwise people will say it is only speaking about Krishna from the very beginning. So for that all other incarnations, Lord Ram, Lord Narsingha, and other demigods, Lord Shiva, everybody can be respectfully entertained in Bhagavatam. So there was no Krishna's name was taken by Vedavyas in the starting. Then comes the second shloka of the Mangalacharan. It's very beautiful shloka. धर्म प्रोजित केतवत्र परमो निर्मसराणां सता वेद्यं वास्तवम् अत्र वस्तु शिवदं तापत्रयोन्मूलनम् श्रीमद् भागवते महामुनि कृते किं वा परेर ईश्वरः सद्यो हृदि अवरुध्यते अत्र कृतभिः शुश्रुभिस्तत्क्षणात्. So in this verse, Vedavyas is saying, Dharma projita ketavatra. You all should reject projitaha ketavatra, the other religions which are covered by fruitive results, the fruitive activities, which is called as karma kanda. So what is karma kanda? Anybody can answer. What is karma kanda? Sacrifice done for fruitive. Do you understand what is the fruitive activities? Karma. Sense enjoyments on the behalf of doing any activity. If we are chanting Hare Krishna and we are thinking to get something, it's also karma kanda, because we are expecting results from our chanting. So do not think that Panditji doing some sacrifice outside is karma kandi and we are very great devotees because we are chanting Hare Krishna. Till the time you don't reach onto the level of Nishkam Karma Yoga, you do not expect any results. Karmanyava adhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. Anya abhilashita shunyam gyan karma adhenavrutam. You don't reach to that level, you are still under a karma kand section of bhakti. So this is called as upasana kand. We are doing upasana, but we need results from the upasana. Sometimes people say, oh, he is in disease, we all should chant number of rounds to make him free from the diseases. What do you think? This is not karma kanda? For taking out disease-free life? For chanting the name of Krishna? So Acharya says, we are keeping lion at our home, Hare Krishna mantra, and trying to kill mouse with that lion. Have a lion at your home, but you're trying to find out mouse from that lion. Is it the right work of our lion? Lion to be kept only for roaring, showing, or killing very, very important emergency tasks. So this Harinam is meant for getting the Krishna prem. We cannot utilize it for some material purposes. Sometimes people preach wrongly, that they say, you can chant Hare Krishna if you don't have job. If you need a good wife, you can chant Hare Krishna. If you want a good healthy body, you can chant Hare Krishna. We are doing the karma kandas. So if you want to go on the level of spirituality, at that level you do not need to expect anything. Though when you chant Hare Krishna, automatically Krishna will fulfill all the desires. Akama, sarva kama, va moksha kama udaradi. Tivrena bhakti yogena yajeta purusham param. You worship Krishna only, whatever you have, desire or desire-free life, no problem. But do not expect results. There is an important verse, a pastime devotees share. In year 1896, Srila Prabhupada was born in India, Calcutta. And in 1901, when Srila Prabhupada was 5 years old, there was a plague. A disease comes from rats. A plague was all around in India, everywhere plague, and people were dying. So one Babaji Maharaj called as Krishnadas Babaji He organized the Harinam Sankirtan on the roads of Calcutta. And by the Harinam Sankirtan, the plague vanished. So now devotees in iskcon also quote that pastime, and whatever disease, a corona or something comes, we say, chant Hare Krishna, and everything will be vanishing. That's true. When the Harinam appears, everything vanishes. But in that pastime, Srila Prabhupada is writing, if you go in detail, it is in the Veda base also, you can go and check. Srila Prabhupada is writing, but people utilize Harinam for vanishing plague. This is called as offense towards the holy name. And Prabhupada said, I was very small and I was not knowing at that time. But later on, when I read scriptures, I came to know that this is a holy name, offense to the holy name. Utilizing the holy name for some material, ulterior purposes. So we can do Narsinga Arti, some prayers for someone, somebody is dying, somebody is in last deathbed, Gajendra Stutis, we can do many Stutis. Every verse of Bhagavatam is so powerful to bring out someone from disease to healthy life. But should not use the holy name Hare Krishna mantra for such things. If somebody says, pray for me, it does not mean chanting Hare Krishna only. It means you pray, oh Krishna, please forgive him for all his sins, make him free from the diseases, make his life good. We can pray like this. We can chant the Vaishnava bhajans. We can chant Narsinga Kavach, Narsinga Artis. But chanting Hare Krishna is meant only for getting the Krishna prayam. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. So this is called as Projita Ketava Dharma. Sometimes we fall prey to the Ketav Dharma, wrong understanding of the spirituality. People do bhajan, pujan, worship in three modes. Some are tamogunis, some are rajogunis, and some are sattvagunis. When you are worshipping the ghosts and the dead bodies, that is called as the mode of ignorance. Siddha Babaji is nowadays very popular in India. They can tell your name, what is happening, and there are lots of people attending their sessions. Siddhas. They are in mode of ignorance. Siddhi is in the mode of ignorance. Mode of goodness is demanding something from demigods. Dhanam dehi, janam dehi, sundarim dehi, give me this, give me that, give me that. So it is in the mode of passion. And when you come to Krishna, that ultimately Krishna, we are here. Whatever suits us, please provide that. Because Krishna has taken a guarantee. Yogakshimam vahamiyam. Whatever you lack, I will provide. Whatever you have, I will protect. So he will protect and he will provide. So why to worry? Just chant Hari. Still people are worrying and then they are worshipping. They're asking some mantras. I need some special mantras, some special guidance. Srila Prabhupada says, we have an open secret. If you chant Hare Krishna, automatically things will happen. But do not utilize Harinam for the purpose of doing some work. Are you understanding my point? You can chant Hare Krishna, everything will be given by Krishna, but do not try to use Hare Krishna for some purpose. And do not suggest also to someone. You will get an offense of the holy name. Offense to the Nam Aparadha. Offense of the holy name. So, there are some people, those who do some tantric pujas, voodoo magics, black magics. And that is the dharma, very popular. Vashikaran mantras, how to bring someone into my control. So sometime one devotee called me and said, Prabhuji, somebody has thrown some turmeric and a red chili on my gate and there are some tomatoes. What should I do? I said, put a slip there that tomorrow give some green chili and potatoes so that we can make tomato and potato curry. So why to worry if you have hurry? Do not worry. People get worried. Prabhuji, what is happening? No black magic can affect you if you're chanting Hare Krishna. Ghosts even come to you not for attacking on you, but for his own liberation. So Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur has met many ghosts. Srila Prabhupada has met many ghosts. Do not think that ghosts cannot come to Krishna conscious devotees. They will come, but not for attacking on you, but for their own liberations. So they will come. So this is called as Ketav Dharma. For some purposes we are doing some voodoo magics or controlling someone or demanding someone. So we have to come to the Bhagvat Dharma, The dharma which is described here, Srimad Bhagavate Mahamuni Krate, Srimad Bhagavatam, written by Mahamuni Vedavyas, Kimva Parer Ishvara. What is bigger than Krishna in our life? Saddo Hriday Avruddhate Atra. It will immediately in your hearts become compact and determined, and by pure devotees, Krishna will automatically, just by hearing Srimad Bhagavatam, Krishna will come and sit in your hearts. For each devotee, single Krishna will expand himself into 150 forms and will come in everybody heart, devotee sitting here, just by hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. Shushrubhi tat shanat. It will come after 7 days. No, the moment shloka goes in your ears and you are dedicatedly thinking, yes, this time I have to hear Bhagavatam seriously, Krishna will run and will go in everybody's heart. Tat shanat. Immediately, tat shan, it will come in your heart. Just by hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. That's the glories of Srimad Bhagavatam. Vedavyas is writing. And the third, he is saying in the shloka that for whom this Bhagavatam is meant, Nigam kalpataro galitam phalam shukmukad amre dravya sanyuktam pibata bhagavatam rasamalayam muhuraho rasika bhuvi bhavukaha. This Srimad Bhagavatam is meant for Muhuraho Rasika Bhuvi Bhavuka. The devotees, those who are very expert in worshipping Krishna, those who are very thoughtful, and those who have knowledge of all the 12 mellows of Krishna consciousness. We know only the 5 mellows, no? Vatsalya, Sakhya, and Madhurya, and Shanta, and Dasya. There are 7 more. So these are 2 types of rasas. 5 are the mukhya rasas and 7 are the gona rasas. So the gona rasas, the gona mellows, these need to be understood also. Shringhar is Madhurya. So there are 12 rasas explained in Bhagavatam, like Raudra is anger, Adbhut is wonder, Shringhar is Madhurya, Hasya is comedy, Veera is chivalry, Daya is mercy, Das servitorship, Sakhyam is fraternity, Bhayanak is horror, Bibhasya is shock, Shant is neutrality, and Vasal is the parenthood bhava. So these are the 12 mellows. One who is expert understanding these 12 mellows can always deep down into Srimad Bhagavatam. Because Bhagavatam is a desire tree. Nigam kalpataro galitam phalam. This is not only a fruit. This is a ripened fruit of the Vedic tree, desire tree, ripened fruit. When you go to market, what kind of fruit you want? A dry fruit or a ripened fruit? A fruit which is full of mallows or the fruit which is very new? If you go to purchase mangoes, what kind of mango you want? Rasila mango or the mango which is new, very new, like a khatta mango, sour mango? What kind of mango you need? Rasila. So Bhagavatam is the Rasila. It's full of rasas, 12 mallows. And when something is completely so beautifully designed by Krishna, Phalam, and by the touch of Shukdev Muni, this nectar is easily available to all of us completely in all aspects. So drink this Bhagavatam. We should not hear or read. We should not hear Bhagavatam and we should not read Bhagavatam. We should drink Bhagavatam. He will say, how can we drink, Prabhuji? We can't drink Bhagavatam by our mouth. So we have to drink Bhagavatam through our ears. A special straw is required to drink Bhagavatam through your ears, to get the liberation in this life. So always those who are into the deep Krishna consciousness, they can hear and they can drink Bhagavatam nectar. There are 2 types of devotees. The Bhagavatam says 1, 2, 3 shlokas. The first shloka is saying about Kim Dheyam, what you should think. Kim Dheyam is the answer is first shloka. Kim Jnanam, what kind of knowledge should have? Answer is the second shloka. And Kim Pibam, what should we drink? Answer is the third shloka. Kim Dheyam, Kim Jnanam, Kim Pibam. So these 3 answers given by Veda Vyas in this verse. So this is how we are entering into Srimad Bhagavatam. So ready for drinking Bhagavatam? You should be ready. Sometimes people do not know what is Bhagavatam and they just bring book and sit down. So one boy from Kashi, he was planned and professionally went to Sanskrit school. Devotees sometimes feel that our children should go in Sanskrit school and learn Sanskrit. That is Gurukul Sanskrit. Sanskrit will not give Krishna consciousness. Do not think that if somebody become expert in Sanskrit, he can achieve Krishna. There are many professional reciters in the universities, those who know Sanskrit, but they do not have love for Krishna. They give wrong purports to the wrong slokas. So Sanskrit is required, but is not the only solution of reaching to Krishna. So this fellow read Srimad Bhagavatam with full love from Sanskrit University, and he wanted to organize Bhagvat Katha. First time, he took all his Bhagavatam books and reached to one village. And in that village, people have never heard Bhagavatam. What is Bhagavatam? How to be organized? A Vyas Asan should be kept. The devotees should sit down in a very Satoguna mood and they should chant mantras, they should do kirtan. Nobody knows anything. So this fellow, this student of Sanskrit college said, I want to organize Bhagavatam in your village. So the person said, we do not know what is this Bhagavatam. Some circus, some magic show. What is this Bhagavatam class? So nobody knows. So everybody reached to the owner or the head of the village called as Mukhya. So the Mukhya of the village. So that fellow said, this student of some Vedic college want to organize Bhagvat Katha in our village. Will you allow Mukhya ji? Mukhya ji was already involved in so much of chit-chatting, discussing, reading newspapers, watching this, watching that. He said, no. We do not want such kind of activities to happen in our temple. Sometimes people like, if they have not heard Bhagavatam, they say, we do not want to hear. We do not want to organize these classes. No. So they denied. Then that fellow student said, please give me one chance, give me one chance. So the kids of the Mukhya ji, they said, Pitaji, at least once we want to see, at least we want to. They were thinking he is a snake charmer. And from his Bhagavatam, the cloth unwrapped and he will show some snakes, some tortoise, some insects. And the kids were very happy. Oh, we will have Bhagavatam. Everybody was ready to hear Bhagavatam. So the kid said, Mukhya ji, please Pitaji. Mukhya ji said, okay. If my kids want, we can organize. Okay. Hello, let's do it. So I'm going for a lunch. Till the time I come back, you complete your Bhagavatam. Because he has never seen Bhagavatam. So they decided, okay, we'll have Bhagavatam. So it was a big rock from a mountain. On that, Mukhya ji used to sit and do his decision making. So Mukhya ji went for the lunch and this fellow was given this Shila, a big rock, to organize Bhagvat Katha. So he made this kind of a table and asan from his chadar, and he sat down on the rock, opened his Bhagavatam and started Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. And then he started took out kartal and started doing kirtan. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hey! Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Loudly! Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hey! Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hey, Hare Krishna. Everybody, Hari Hari, Hare Ram. Hey, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hey, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hey, Hari Hari Bol, Gauranga Nityananda. Hey, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hey, Hare Krishna, Shri Radhesham. Govinda. Hey, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Radhesham, Govinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So this is how this kirtan was going on, and every village people were enjoying and dancing kirtan. They were dancing. Kids were very happy and dancing. The kids here are talking, but kids were dancing. So they were dancing and very nicely enjoying, but they were waiting when this show will start, when the Bhagavatam will start. And he was doing prayers, the Mangalacharans, Kirtans, and later on enter into the Bhagavatam. We need to respect Bhagavatam. So suddenly the Mukhiaji completed his lunch, and he used to rest on that Shila only. And he came and said, "What are you doing here? It's my place. I want to sleep." So nobody can wake up from, like, already Bhagavatam started. Till that it's not over, the time is not complete. We can't skip that place. We can't stay away from that place. Mukhiaji said, "It's my place." And he was saying, "Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya." It's my place. Om Namo Bhagavate. He was chanting his mantras, and Mukhiaji was continuously asking, "It's my place, my place." Then Mukhiaji thought, "I am feeling very sleepy. This fellow will not move." He said, he bowed down and came, taking the space from the arm side, and entered onto his lap and slept. And now he said, the devotee was compassionate. He said, "Okay, no problem. He will sleep, but I have to complete my Bhagavatam." The moment he start, Tene Brahma Hridaya Dikavaye. This fellow was sleeping, snoring. Dhamna Smena Nirasta Kuhakam. In all the mantras, this snoring was continuously coming, loud snoring. Then he, by his elbow, he dropped this fellow, and his head like on the ground, and suddenly his slap went away. Then again he took out the space and again slap, and this was continuous 3-4 times happened. Now the Mukhiaji came up into his consciousness, and he held the collar of that devotee and said, "What are you doing? It's my place of sleeping. What are you doing? This is my place of Bhagavatam." And both started fighting, and kids started shouting, "Now the Bhagavatam started. This is real Bhagavatam. Very nice. Call everyone. Bhagavatam started. Oh, finally Bhagavatam started." They were thinking this fight is Bhagavatam. And the Bhagavatam was going on for the kids continuously. So this fellow was very strong, young, and he punched the Mukhiaji. Mukhiaji was also Mukhia head. He also punched, and both were fighting on the grounds, in the fields, rolling down. And kids were, "Oh, Bhagavatam, 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 Bhagavatam." Very enjoying Bhagavatam. Too much, too nice Bhagavatam. First time in our village. We have every year we will have Bhagavatam. And by rolling down, they all fall into one ditch was there, very, very large ditch. And they all fall down, both of them. And finally, this young devotee was very young. He came on the chest of the Mukhiaji and said, "Mukhiaji, leave." He said, "Leave me." Devotee said, "I will not leave you. I will not leave you." Then devotee said, "Bhagavatam Dev is appearing." Bhagavatam Dev. Because he was in angry mood. So all the senior people of village were saying, "Bhagavatam Dev is appearing on the chest of Mukhiaji." So he was punching continuously and said, "You disturbed my Bhagavatam. It was my first Bhagavatam. You disturbed my Bhagavatam. Mukhiaji said, "Oh, leave me. So what will you take for going away?" He said, "I need some dakshina from you. You give me some dakshina, some rice, some clothes, then I will go away." Then Mukhiaji said, "You can take bags of rice and multiple clothes, but leave me." And then finally that fellow left taking all this. And the villagers appreciated Mukhiaji. You are very strong, the head of the village. That's why you can handle Bhagavatam. Otherwise, for people like us, those who are lean and thin, it's very difficult to handle Bhagavatam. So, this is how people think the Bhagavatam is. The Bhagavatam is some magical show or something. It's a great ancient scripture, the transcendental fruit of the Vedic wisdom. So today we are going to enter into the pastime of Kunti Mata and Kunti prayers. So we'll enter. Just make the silence. Do not discuss much. So first of all, we need to know who was Kunti Maharani. Sometimes people know that she was the mother of Pandavas. So mother of Pandavas was Kunti Maharani. She was the mother. And we will go into the detail who was Kunti Mata. So everybody knows the Shursen Maharaj, Vasudev's father, Shursen. And Shursen gave birth to many girls, and this Vasudev was one among them. So there was 5 daughters of Shursen Maharaj. He was the king of Mathura at that time. So there were 5 daughters. First name was Pratha, second was Shrutadeva, third was Shrutakirti, fourth was Shrutashrava, and other was Raj Devi. So these were the 5 daughters. Among them, the Shrutashrava was married to the king of Chedi, Dambaghosh. And from Dambaghosh and Shrutashrava, they begot a child named as, what was the name? Shishupal. So Dambaghosh and Shrutashrava, they both married, and Shishupal came into the being. And the other lady was this Shrutadeva. She was married to the king of Karusha, and the boy born was Dantavakra. So from the 2 daughters married to the 2 demonic families, the kings, one gave Shishupal and one gave Dantavakra. And they were Jay and Vijay actually. And from the Vasudev boy, the Krishna was about to come. And the other daughter was Pratha. So the Pratha was born to this Shursen Maharaj, but one brother of Shursen, his name was Kunti Bhoj. So the daughter Pratha was given to Kunti Bhoj because he was childless, no daughter, no son. So Kunti Bhoj asked Shursen, can you give me one among all those children you have? Then he gave one Pratha. And because she was now being grown up by Kunti Bhoj, and that's why the name given Kunti. Otherwise, her name was Pratha. And that's why Krishna is saying, O Pratha Putra in Bhagavad Gita. Many times the Pratha words come, and also the word comes as Partha, Krishna, Partha. Hey Parth. Parth means the son of Pratha. So Pratha is Kunti. And later on, she was known as verse number 18 of chapter 8. So in this 18th verse, Kunti Maharani is saying these prayers to Krishna. Kuntaya uvachaha namasai purusham tvadyam ishwaram prakate param alaksham sarvabhutanam Antarbahir avasthitam. So very beautifully Kunti Maharani is saying these prayers to Krishna. So this is the time when Krishna came to Hastinapur and he saved the Pandavas. The Mahabharat war is completed and everybody is waving, seeing off Krishna back to Dwarka. When Krishna is going back to Dwarka, at that time, Kunti Mata and other were saying, bye bye Krishna, come back again. And this is how this place in Kurukshetra is called as Haryana. Haryana word comes from Hari. When the Hari was going back to Dwarka, so all the devotees says, Hari Ana. Hari, you come back again, Haryana. And that's how the place called as Haryana. Hari Hari. So Haryana, Hari Dubara Ana, Hari come back again. So they all were loudly saying this. So Hari was going back from Hastinapur. Hastinapur also comes nearby Haryana. It's in UP. And Indraprastha is Delhi. And Hastinapur is Meerut, UP. And the Kurukshetra is Haryana. So these are the places in India. So at that time, Ashwatthama sent 6 arrows to finish the army of Pandavas. And 5 arrows were thrown on the Pandavas. And because Krishna was there, so Krishna took away all the 5 Brahmastras. But the 6th one, which was shoot on the Uttara, the wife of Abhimanyu, means the daughter-in-law of Arjuna. So she was having a child in the womb, and Ashwatthama sent an arrow to kill that womb also, so that nobody should remain in the family lineage of Pandavas. So Krishna could protect all the 5 arrows coming towards the Pandavas, but what happened to the 6th arrow already hit on the womb of Uttara. So sometimes people say Krishna entered into the womb of Uttara and protected Parikshit. But if you go deep into the Bhagavatam given by Srila Prabhupada, there is in the purport is written that Parikshit was a devotee from his past life. So how can you understand Parikshit was a devotee from the past life? Though he is taking birth right now and Krishna protected him. And there is no pastime has been discussed in any Puranas. So when you go in detail, you will come to know that Parikshit's body was burned to ashes by the Brahmastra. Though Krishna was standing there and he is the provider of the creation. So he took the soul out of that body which is burnt by the Brahmastra and gave the new body to the Parikshit Maharaj on the spot inside the womb of Uttara, and carrying the two things in his hand, Krishna, one is club and another was a chakra. So for the club and chakra, why the 2 things required for Krishna to protect Parikshit? He could have taken only the chakra or the club. So the chakra was going on on the womb of Uttara. And the club was continuously, Krishna was rotating the club on the womb of Uttara. Why? Because Krishna, being the supreme personality of Godhead, when time comes to protect the devotees, he also forgets that I am God. He was thinking, if Chakra cannot help, I will utilize the club. Just think, Krishna thinks like this. If we have one gun, we will think that we can protect by this gun. We will not take up a backup plan there. But Krishna takes a backup plan. Krishna is taking a backup plan. That's the love of Krishna towards his devotees. And Parikshit was given a new body at that time. And when Parikshit was saved, he used to look everybody coming into the Indraprastha every time. Who was the one who gave me new birth? And that's why from his past life, he was a devotee. Because he's seen Krishna in the soul form and when he came into the body form. He was a devotee. Dhruva is a devotee when he became 5-year-old. Prahlad became devotee when he was 5-year-old. But this become devotee Parikshit from the womb of his mother. So who is the top devotee than Dhruva and Prahlad? Is a Parikshit Maharaj. And this Srimad Bhagavatam is spoken to Parikshit Maharaj because he is the topmost devotee. So Krishna protected, and he used to look after everyone. Like if we have a baby in our home, we give our babies in the laps of devotees. Please bless Prabhuji, please bless Mataji. So the Parikshit was given into the laps of different devotees coming to the Indraprastha. And Parikshit lying down in the lap used to watch. He is not that one. He is not that one. He is not that one. Parikshan karataha iti parikshita. He was looking and he is doing the examination. He is not. He is not. He is not. One day Krishna came to Indraprastha. And when Parikshit came into the lap of Krishna, he started laughing. He is the one who protected me in the womb of my mother. And that's why his name was given Parikshit. Otherwise his name was Vishnurat. Vishnurat. Parikshit gave name given later on when he examined and find out Krishna. So by examination, the person who finds that he is the God is called as Parikshit. Once one fellow from America came to India and his visa was lost. And he went to embassy and said, I want to have my visa again. I lost somewhere. So embassy people were working and they said, you need this document, you need this document. So he went to many Indian government organizations, many places. So the person sitting there, the officer said, your visa will be, you will get your visa later on. We will provide you the documents, whatever required, the ration card or the Aadhaar card or the PAN card. We'll provide you all the identity cards. He found out that nobody is working. Everybody was drinking tea and enjoying the tea. I mean, nobody is working. So how could, if nobody will work, how will I get the documents? If I will not get the documents, I will approach that embassy. And how will I get my visa back? How will I go back to my country? So one day, after a lot of seeing all these things, he asked one person, Sir, you people are not working. I always find you reading newspapers, watching televisions or the mobiles and drinking teas, government officials. But how will you work? How will you say that my cards will be available after 1 month? Who will prepare? Who will do the work? Then that fellow says, in our India, everything is Ram Bharose. Everything on the faith of God, everything runs. It's Ram Bharose. Then he asks, who is Ram? He says, who is God? You go to temple, you will find out. So now by examination, like Parikshit, he is understanding who is Supreme Personality of Godhead. So he asked people, what is temple? Because he's American person, Christian person. He never went to temple. He didn't know about the Hindu philosophy or the Sanatan philosophy. So he reached to temple. So he first went to, there are different deities in the temple, multiple deities. So he saw Sai Baba, written Sai Baba. So he thought he is God, but he is doing finger like this. So on this finger it is written, Sabka Malik Ek hai. There is one God above me, and who is God, one God for all. He said, if he is saying the one God is above, he is not God. So he rejected that temple. Then he next to that different temple, he went and find that Durga Mai, the goddess Durga, with a tongue outside, with the red eyes, holding some heads, and she's fighting and roaring like anything. Goddess Kali with tongue outside. Then he thought, if she is God, why she is in so stress? Why she is in so angry mood? She might be the security guards of the God. Who is God? She might be the security guard. That's why she's working so hard. Nice, nice. He went to the next temple. He found Lord Shiva meditating. And like this, he said, if he is God, for whom is meditating? Might be he's meditating the Supreme One. So that means he's not supreme. Then he reached to the temple of Radha and Krishna. Said, he looked for some time. Krishna, Radha, Radha. Ah, he is the Supreme One. Then he said, yes, he's the Supreme One. Then people around asked, how do you know? You're a Christian person. How you think that he is a Supreme? He said, because the Supreme is the one who can give work to others and can enjoy alone. He is the head of the organization, gives work to the CEOs, directors, and the owner is enjoying somewhere playing pool or something, golf or something. So he is enjoying with this girl. That means he's the supreme person. He has no stress. He's so smiling. So by examination also, sometimes people reaches to the God. They are called as Parikshita. So the Parikshit Maharaj was saved, and at that time, Kunti Mata, when heard that now Krishna is going back to Dwarka, then she did this prayer. There are 26 prayers done in this chapter. So we'll go for each shloka. So you should have those in your mobile phones so that we can understand. So then this in the 18th verse, the first verse, Kunti Mata prayers, she is saying, O Krishna, I offer my obeisances unto you because you are the original personality and are unaffected by the qualities of the material world. You are existing both within and without everything, yet you are invisible to all. You are everywhere. You are the original personality who is unaffected by the qualities of the material world. Krishna is not affected by the qualities of the material world, the modes of the material nature. Sometimes people think Krishna also has to suffer a lot. Lord Ram has to suffer a lot. If God has to suffer, what to talk about us? We also have to suffer. But God, Krishna or Ram, they do not need to suffer. They are three gunatit. They are above the three modes of material nature. Sometimes people bring the deities at their home and they treat them as their kids. And they treat them as their kids, lying down on a cot and doing some jhulan utsav and giving them milk from a bottle like a small baby, covering them with woolen clothes and treating them like babies. It's good. It's good. One should have that relationship with the God. But one should not think that you are the protector of the God. God is the protector of you. People start thinking, he's my lala, I have to take care of him. You are taking care, that's your service, but he is the ultimate protector. So the rules which are applied on us are not applied on God. For example, if you are passing on a red light and you are driving a car, so you have to stop on the red light because these rules are for you. But the airplane going on top, the red light is for that plane also. But does the plane stops? Why? Because plane is above the road laws. Similarly, God is above the laws of the material nature. Do not think if Krishna has taken a birth in Dwapar Kal, it means Krishna is also bound in the modes of material nature. He is beyond all this. So this is how Kunti Mata prayed in this, that though you are above all this, but still people think like this, that you are one among them, a senior or some king of some palace, but nobody could understand that you are beyond our thought process. You're beyond. Why we can't understand? It's a sequential prayer. This is a prayer applied to each and every one. Why we can't understand that Krishna is the bounding source of each and everything in our life? Some man came into our life and we married to some woman, we become grasta, somebody become brahmachari, reached to this temple in Australia, born in some other place of the world, how being taken by God and placed here. Who is arranging this? Who is doing this all? You think that it's your planning? Then you are wrong, absolutely wrong. It's Krishna's planning. Srila Prabhupada used to say, Hamara tumhara plan nahi chalta, Krishna ka plan chalta hai. It's not our plan, it's Krishna's plan, the ultimate plan. So we need to abide by the plans given by Krishna. It can be something, some miseries also can be planned by Krishna. When miseries come, devotees said, we are chanting Hare Krishna, still we are getting miseries in our life. Why miseries? Krishna, why are you doing this to me? So why miseries come? Miseries come just for purifying us. Like if some child having a blister on the hand, a poisonous blister, and if you go to doctor, what the doctor will say? Doctor will say, I have to cut this blister out. Otherwise this wound will make the poison flow into the arm, and complete arm need to be dissected. So what's better, to remove the wound or to dissect the arm from the shoulders? Remove the wound. So before you die, Krishna give you miseries just to take out the wound out of your life. Some past life karmas have given some bad qualities in us, and those bad qualities can be removed only by giving you some little miseries. When miseries come, we go to God. When we have all the opulence, we think God is far away. Why to surrender to God? We have many things to do. We have many priorities of life. But you have to surrender to Krishna right away. Once there was construction was going on, and there were many people working with helmets, and the manager on the top 10th floor building, he asked his labor, hey, you, come over. And the person was not listening. So he took 100 rupee dollar, 100 note, and thrown from the top building. And this 100 rupee bill note came down, and this fellow took up and kept in the pocket and vanished. Then he again called, hey you, come on, you're not listening me. Then he tried that I should give more. Then he gave 200 notes, 102 notes of the US Australian dollars. Then also come, and he picked up, kept in the pocket and vanished. This was going on till 500 notes taken by that labor. Finally, that manager on the top, he became frustrated. He said, he's not listening me. I should do something. He took one stone, not very big, but small one, and hit on his helmet. And when he got a stone hit on his head, he said, who is there? He said, I am here. Come over. Then that fellow said, okay, I'm coming. You know, today I got so much of money from sky. He said, stupid fellow, I was the person who was giving you that money. Same thing happens with us. When God provides us money, we take it out, keep in a pocket, and move on. That it is our efforts. But when miseries come, tak, who is there? Oh God, please save me. Then we go to God. And we come to devotees, Prabhuji, we are in misery. Please give us some mantra, some guidance. We are in misery. Why only in misery? So whatever is being provided to us is by Krishna himself. Why we don't understand? That is the 19th verse. Maya javana ki achanam ajnanam madokshajam avyam na lakshase mudha drashaha nato natyam dharo yatha. Maya javna ki achanam. Maya is a deluding, illusionary energy. Illusionary energy has covered our consciousness and not letting us know that everything is done by Krishna. What I'm speaking, good or bad, it's not I'm speaking, it's Krishna is making me speak. But the moment I start thinking that I'm speaking, I will be caught by the illusionary Maya. So we need to understand. His Holiness Loknath Swami was mentioning one pastime that they used to go on padyatras. And when they used to go on padyatras, they used to have gaur nitais and distribute books on the streets. So once their bull was like death, was happened to one bull. So they were looking for another bull, but did not get any bull. So they asked to the villagers, can you provide us some animal to take us our cart to the other village? So the village people provided donkeys. They could not have bull, but they provide donkeys. So Loknath Maharaj said, we get the donkeys and we have the Gaurnitais, and we were moving from one village to the other distributing books. And the village people used to come and bow down to Gaurnitai. And the donkeys used to stop and not move. So they become very frustrated. They ask the villagers, why the monkeys are not moving? They said, because they have attitude of accepting the respects. So they are thinking whatever villagers paying obeisances is to them, but they're not understanding it's to God Nitai. So sometimes when devotees come and pay obeisance and say, Prabhuji, you're great, we start accepting as we are Prabhuji. But we are not Prabhuji. They are paying obeisances actually to Srila Prabhupada, to our spiritual master who made us like this, that people are at least accepting us as a human being. Huh? So do not think that respects coming to us is to for us. It's actually for Srila Prabhupada. If we are putting tilak, it's because of Prabhupada. Whatever glories, our glories, it all belongs to our Guru Maharaj and to Srila Prabhupada. If this attitude we cultivate, we can be saved. Otherwise, Maya Vajani Achanam. This is a covered illusionary and will not let us go on the path of spiritual life. Nato Natyam Dharo Yatha. Kunti Mata is saying, oh Krishna, you are actually the greatest artist. We have never seen such an artist. You are that you go behind the curtains and you come back again putting some beard and you become Narsingha. You make yourself dwarf and you become Vamanadev. So you do so many leelas, pastimes. If fishes says, we never have God in our parampara, you become Matsya. When tortoise says, we never have you Krishna in our parampara, you become Kachyapa. If the Kshatriya says, we have never had Krishna in our life, then you become Parashuram. When humans say that we never have Krishna, then you become Rama. When the Rishi Muni says that we have never get Krishna, you become Vedavyas, the writer. So many, whenever people desire of Krishna, Krishna become one among them. This is your natak, this is your art, this is your drama. You're the greatest artist, dressed as a player. You're changing your forms and making all this drama. This is a stage, this material world is a stage, and we all are the puppets in the hands of the puppeteer called Krishna. Krishna is making us run. One who is abusing and one who is abused, both are being held by the modes of material nature. On the order of Krishna, we are dancing. We are sitting down, not because we want. Krishna want you to hear Bhagavatam. Did I want here to come and speak Srimad Bhagavatam? It's the desire of Krishna. Krishna plans. I never wanted to come here. I wanted to stay in Vrindavan. But who planned? Krishna planned you have to go here. Once it happened with me that I was taking a dip in Yamuna river. And while I was taking a dip in Yamuna river, I thought, what is the source of this Yamuna? From where this Yamuna comes? And I do not like mountains. I never go to Himalayas because I don't like to go in very high hills. So one day some devotees from Mauritius, not Mauritius, this Muscat, devotees came and said, Prabhuji, we want to go with you for a yatra. So I said, okay, we'll go, but I do not go to mountains. So they said, we want to go for Char Dham, Gangotri, Yamunotri, Badrinath, Kedarnath. I said, you can go, you can plan. I can come till to Haridwar and I will not go further. I will give 4 or 5 days Bhagvat Katha, then I will come back. They said, okay, Prabhuji, okay. The 3 days Bhagavad Katha was done. 4th day they said, Prabhuji, can we go till Rishikesh? It is nearby. I said, okay, they are asking, my 2 days Katha is pending. I said, okay, we'll go in Rishikesh. On that day, they were in a bus and I was in a car and we both were catching each other. Sometimes they are far away, sometimes we are far away, but we are not meeting. And food was with them. And they were like, and later on I came to know, I asked, where to go? Which place to go? They were going on and on. Rishikesh had passed. They were going on and on. They said, we are not stopping at Rishikesh. We'll stop at some place where we can have some food and we'll go in our guest houses. I said, okay, some guest house nearby Rishikesh. And later on, the dark night arrived and they were far away. Then I asked the driver, where are you taking all this? He said, I am the first time taking all them. This is my first time. Then I asked Mataji, who was organizing the trip, Mataji, do you know where they are going? She said, first time we are going for a trip. So the Prabhuji who was with me, I asked him, Prabhuji, you know where I'm leading to? He said, I am also first time taking you. Then he asked, Prabhu, you talk so much Bhagvat Kathas and pastimes, Dham Yatras. You might have been there. I said, no, it's also my first time. So everybody was on first trip. And I was knowing the Kathas, but I was not knowing the places where to go. Go on and on and wherever we stop and we ask, everybody used to say, it's just nearby. And later on, it became morning 5 a.m. searching the bus where the bus has went. I could have returned U-turn with my own car and went back, but 2 days Bhagavad was pending, so I was dedicated devotee to speak Bhagavatam. I said I have to cover my 2 days topic remaining. I have to go follow them. Then they were also following me, and the last minute the mobile battery switched off. And the driver, Prabhuji, who was driving, he said, I do not know where to go and I am feeling sleepy. Prabhu, you need to drive. I said, Prabhuji, I cannot see on roads. I drive on Delhi roads, but this is something mountain. He said, it's not very high. So I said, okay, Prabhuji, I will drive. Then he was sleeping, no battery phone, no GPS, no leading person. First time I was just going, looking at the petrol meter, that it should remain, the fuel should not become empty now. Otherwise, I have to surrender like Draupadi raising my hands. Oh, Krishna. And the biggest thing, since morning Mangal Arati, as I take once in a day food, I have not taken the food whole day, and the whole day has gone driving, traveling, and I was not able to locate where they are. And finally, we reached to the place. They said, yes, this is the place. You are right. And they all were eating prasadam morning 5 a.m. I said, first I will go my cottage, my space, and then when I come. I went to the cottage, I changed, took a bath, and I asked the person help there, which is this place? He says, it's Yamunotri. And I was not knowing. And with this summer clothes, with this dhoti kurta one, without any preparation for the woolens and the umbrellas or shoes, I was at Yamunotri. Because I desired while taking a bath in Yamuna that I want to know the source of Yamuna, I came to know that Yamunotri, the Krishna planned me and put me there. So then the devotees, I inspired them a lot. I said, all will go by walk. It's 5 kilometers just. We'll chant Prabhupada's name. We'll chant Hare Krishna. I'll go walking and we all have a good association. Everybody said, Hari Bol, Prabhu, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Thus moment I moved out, 2-3 devotees were there and rest were on the horses. And when I loudly chanted Hari Bol, I could not listen anybody sing Hari Bol. I looked back, those 3 were also on the horses. Then everybody said, Prabhu, why don't you come on the horses? I said, I just gave the lecture, we will walk down, so at least I have to maintain the credibility of walking down. But when they all went away because they were on horses, I was thinking I should have also taken the horse. And on that day, I'm sharing a realization. I was chanting Hare Krishna like when we go on Dham Yatras, we are talking, managing, chanting. And on that day, I walked for kilometers and kilometers and kilometers. And I found some Indian people, very easy to talk. Some Delhi region area people were coming down and asked that how long it remained. So that lady and that male member, both of them said, you are new to this place? I said, first time. They said, how long you are walking? I said, I am walking like more than an hour. So I thought now 5 kilometers, like if we go for Govardhan Parikrama in an hour, we complete 4-5 kilometers. 5 kilometers has been done. Oh, it's not Govardhan, it's mountain. You just started. You are not even reached to the space from where the yatra starts. I was alone. So I was thinking I'm lost into the mountains. So I was alone and chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. I really share with you the chanting which I did on that day. No? I never did like that chanting in my life. So intensity in my chanting because the thought of Krishna protect me. I have came for Bhagvat Katha. Neither the listeners are there, neither the place is there. I am just walking and wandering here and there. So finally, when we were returning, so they all get a hit from the horses, because in Yamunotri you hit with mountains and rain, and I was in summer clothes, no woolen clothes. So they donated me in charity some clothes. They said Prabhu is without clothes, woolen clothes. So they gave me some raincoat, something. And in freezing cold, we reached to Yamunotri, Yamunaji, and I paid my obeisance and said, Yamunaji, I never thought you are Chintamani. That just by my imagination that I want to know the source, you will bring like this. I never thought it. So this is how things come up in our life. Krishna is the ultimate planner. We should not plan things that whatever we plan, that will happen. It may happen, it may not happen. And devotee means have to accept each and every situation as it is. So this is how Kunti Maharani said in this verse, and then we'll go to next verse. Tatha paramhansanam muninam amalatmanam bhakti yoga vidanartham katham pashyem hi striha. So here Kunti Maharani is saying, you yourself descend to propagate the transcendental science of devotional service unto the hearts of the advanced transcendentalists and mental speculators, who are purifying by being able to discriminate between matter and spirit. But how then can we women know you perfectly? So Kunti Mata is saying, the great philosophers, the Muninam, Paramahansanam, they are not able to understand you. Paramahansas and Munis are doing austerities and chanting in deep forest, sacred forest, and I am a simple lady. How can I understand you? It's very difficult for me. Vidhanartham, katham pashyem hi striha. How will I, being in a female form, I will understand Krishna? So Srila Prabhupada used to say, females do not have a power to discriminate. When the pastime comes of Draupadi, Ashwathama, when given a Brahmastra on the five arrows on the Pandavas, they were saved by Krishna, and the sixth on the Parikshit, they all were saved. At that time, Arjuna went and caught Ashwathama and brought in front of Draupadi and said, here is your criminal. What should be done? We should kill him or leave him. Draupadi said, he is Guru Putra. He is Dvija. Because he is the son of Dronacharya. So he should not be killed. Because like I am crying for my sons, then similarly the Guru Patni, Guru Mata, that she will also cry for the son. So I do not want to give the same pain to my Guru Mata. Srila Prabhupada writes, we should not imitate Draupadi. This is what Draupadi, though she is a very exalted devotee, we give example on that how she did the Atma Nivedam, surrender to Krishna. But in this purport, in first canto, Prabhupada is writing, females does not have a power to discriminate. They take decision on the basis of emotions, where the male take decision on the basis of practicality. So do not always accept what female says. Though the Kali Yuga is now like this, that husband accepts whatever Mataji says. So, but this is a very dangerous situation. So we should understand that Prabhuji has more power to take a decision. We should understand. Like one husband and wife, they were fighting and came to me. Said, Prabhuji, he never appreciates me. He always make out faults in my cooking. So I said, Prabhu, why don't you appreciate Mataji? At least she is cooking for you. In this Kali Yuga, nobody is caring for us. At least she is cooking, though it's burnt rotis, chapatis, some without salt sabjis, no problem. But at least you're getting something to feed your stomach. He said, Prabhuji, what are you saying, Prabhuji? How can I eat every day without salt? No taste, nothing. And whenever I say, at least salt to hona chahiye, she becomes so angry, and every day we had a fight. I said, you start appreciating, she will become your fan, and then she will start learning from YouTube. and then she will cook food for you. He went home and then come back again and said, Prabhuji, what did you said? I had glorified her like anything. She made such a bad food. I said, she asked, how is this kheer, paisam? And I said, it's like coming from moon. And I think that you are like cooking like a Swargaloka food. You are really fabulous. And these chapatis are looking like it's like burnt on the sun rays. Such a solar energy I'm getting. So Mataji brought one stick, and she said, Prabhuji, why are you appreciating me like this? You know, because this food today is cooked by the neighbor Mataji, not by me. I understood you had an eye on the Mataji, other, and the scenario become more worsen. I said, I'm sorry, Prabhu. You stay whatever way you want to. I am not counseling you not now further. So it is like that. One Prabhuji came and said to me, Prabhuji, Mataji, both were have some relationship problems, and they sat down, counseling done. Mataji said to me personally, you know, Prabhuji, he behaves like so humble here in the temple, but when he go back, he is like a lion. I said, really, Mataji? So I asked Prabhuji, is it true? You behave like a rat in the temple. When you go back, you're lion at home? I said, Prabhu, I am like lion only. She is like the goddess Kali riding me only. So sometimes people have a very bad phase of life. So how come the Matajis can understand Krishna? It's difficult. So Krishna was saying, kill Ashwathama, and Arjuna was ready to kill, but Draupadi was saying, do not kill, and Bhima was saying, if you will not kill, I will kill him. And they all were in a very conversations, what should be done. And finally, Arjuna took a great step, and he took out the money on the forehead of Ashwathama, without which he has no powers to fight, and cut his all ears, mustaches, and the beard. Because for a Kshatriya, if the knowledge is, if the image is gone, everything is gone. And for us also, like in previous eras, people used to say, if health is gone, something is gone. If money is gone, nothing is gone. But if character is gone, everything is gone. But nowadays people say, if health is gone, something is gone. If character is gone, nothing is gone. If money is gone, everything is gone. So they take a capsule of vitamin M, money vitamin, and they like that vitamin every day to take. So we should not be fond of so much of money. We should work on characteristics also. Patrata, for serving Krishna. So Arjuna took a step, and Prabhupada writes, Arjuna was perfect in taking a decision. Devotee should be like this, that whenever such cases comes, what decision should be taken, this is complete training. It's not like by birth, you are expert in take it is a training to be taken under some senior Vaishnavas, what to be spoke, what should not be spoken. So he took out the money. So by Krishna's will, he was killed also, because Kshatriya's image is gone, everything is gone. From the Draupadi side, he was not killed because he's still alive for the Guru Mata. So on both the cases, he did. So this decision should be taken like this. Once one lion came behind a deer, and Rishi was meditating in the forest, and the lion came and asked the Rishi, oh Rishi, where is my prey, deer? I want to eat. And the deer was hiding and requesting, oh Rishi, I am hiding in your heart. Please do not reveal that I am hiding here. Otherwise lion will eat me up. So now Rishi is in perplexed situation, what to say. If we say yes, deer will be no more. If we say no, he's telling lie. He will fall down from his character. He's telling a lie. So what kind of answer is required? Then the Rishi said, those who can see, they cannot speak. And those who can speak, they cannot see. And the lion was scratching head. What is the answer? And he went back. So the answer was, those who can see, like seen by the eyes, cannot speak. and mouth can speak but cannot see. So the Rishi gave this kind of answer. Once one preacher with many devotees went to the blind school, and in the blind school all the devotees were there chanting, kirtan doing, and preacher was there. And the organizer of the blind school came up and said, "You have so many people dedicated to the God in service of the society. I request you all, why don't you give your eyes to these people, blind people, these blind students?" So what will be your answer if this asked to you that you should give your eyes to the blind people, and you are working for the society cause, you're spreading Krishna consciousness, give your eyes to these blind people. So what will you say? Yes or no? Huh? Perplexed situation. What should be the answer? This training should be done. What answer should be given in such situations, so that relationship should not break, and we should not also give our eyes. Otherwise, people in the world will take away your arms, your nose, your ear, your legs, and you will be like a flesh kept in a fridge, one kg flesh. So, what should be the answer? The preacher was very intelligent. He said, "These are the material eyes, and we people have spiritual eyes. So as you wanted, we will give the spiritual eyes to all these students." And they started preaching there regularly. And they said, "We are donating our spiritual eyes." So this is how we need to be expert. Otherwise, that person become like against us, that the people are society people working for society, not giving their. Nobody gave the eye. Where Dadichi Rishi gave the bones to Indra for killing the Vritrasura. If Dadichi gave this, and they are so Karna gave this Kundal and Kavacha, and what kind of devotees they are, they can't give even the eyes. At least one can be given. With one eye you can chant Hare Krishna. Can't you give? And that time you will say no or yes. That's the judgment day. So we need to be very expert in speaking. Yeah, we give you spiritual eyes. Take our spiritual eyes. And we preach. Surdas was not having the material eyes, but with his spiritual eyes, Surdas was seeing Krishna every day. So these kind of answers should be given. And this discrimination, Kunti Mata says, it's very difficult, Almighty, for me to take such decisions. And then she said in 21 verse, Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya cha Nanda Gopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Krishnaya Vasudevaya. O Krishna, you are the son of Vasudeva. And better than this, you are the son of Devaki. And better than this, you are the Nanda Gopa. You are the son of Nanda Maharaj, because Nanda has brought you up. And you are played with the Kumaras, the son of all these cowherd men, Gopals. And you are the Govinda, who is the protector of cows. And I am paying my obeisances unto you. So Kunti Maharani is remembering the pastimes of the Vraja Mandala. So now people think that how can the Kunti Maharani entered in the Vraja Mandala? Because Kunti is a family relation with Krishna. And when Krishna and Balaram and Nanda Baba and the Yashoda were in the Vraj Mandal doing so many pastimes, at that time Kunti Mata used to come to her, meeting Shursen and Nanda, and they were family members. So like we go on summer vacations to Nani's house or the Buaji's house. Similarly, Kunti Mata used to bring the Pandavas, and everybody used to see the pastimes. But Pandavas were very small, but Kunti was big, grown up. So she is remembering the Nanda Kumaraya, you have played with the cowherd boys of the Nanda. And oh, you are protector of cows. You are Govinda. Namo Nama, I am paying my obeisances again and again onto your lotus feet. And then she said in verse number 22, she says, Namaha Pankaj Nabhaya, Namaha Pankaj Maline, Namaha Pankaj Netraya, Namaste Pankaj Angriye. Namaha Pankaj Nabhaya. Your navel is to be respected. Your Pankaj Nabhaya. Your navel is the center of the creation. Because when Krishna lies in the Garbhodak Sagar the Brahmaji coming onto the lotus flower is coming from the navel of Garbhodaki Vishnu. Sometimes people think, if Krishna is the eternal father, who is the eternal mother? And people say Radharani is the eternal mother. But according to the Gaudiya philosophy, Radharani is not the eternal mother. Do you know that? Because if you sing Radharani as your mother, then you cannot enter into the pastimes of Radha and Krishna. And where they are playing in the conjugal love. And lovers, will you like your parents going into the deep forest and loving each other? Will you like that? So if you want to be on the Manjari platform or the Gopis platform, you have to see on the Madhurya Ras level Radha and Krishna, that you are a counterpart of Radha and Krishna, instead of thinking like a material person, the Krishna is my father, Radharani is my mother. They talk like this, but they are not actually the father and mother. They are the main source. Radha and Krishna are not different. There's one. Radha Purna Shakti, Krishna Purna Shaktiman, Dui Vastu Bhed Nahi, Shastra Praman. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Dhata, Mata, Pitama, Asmi. I am the father, I am the mother, I am the grandfather, I am the protector, I am the everything. Then why are you looking for mother? Somebody else. Why are you looking for somebody else? Krishna do not need any female to produce children. And that's why from the navel of Krishna, otherwise we see that women have the umbilical cord connected with the child. Here, umbilical cord coming from the navel of Vishnu connected to the Brahma. So Brahma is on the other side, taking the nourishment from the navel of his jnana, vairagya, bhakti. Everything is coming from the umbilical cord connected to Brahma through the navel of Vishnu. And in that umbilical cord, there are 14 planetary systems. And in the Madhya is the Prithvi, and 6 planets above and 7 planets at the down. And topmost is the Brahma Loka, where Brahma is residing. So he did not, like Vishnu do not need any mother to produce Brahma or the creation. Otherwise, material consciousness says we need someone. Male, female, someone. So Namah Pankaj Nabhaya, Namah Pankaj Maline. I pay my obeisances to the decorated garland on your lotus flower garland on your neck. I pay obeisances onto the Pankaj Netraya, the eyes, beautiful eyes Krishna is having. Pankaj Netraya, Namaste Pankaj Angri, onto the lotus feet. Whereas the darshan should be done from the feet to the face. So first have to we see the feet, then to the thighs, then to the navel, then to the chest, then the arms, then the neck, then the face, then forehead, and then the head, or crown of Krishna, or the pagadi of Krishna. Where here Kunti Maharani paying obeisances from first the navel, then to the garland, then to the eyes, and then to the feet. What is this chronological order disturbed? So because Kunti Mata is having a relationship with Krishna as Buaji, as the auntie and the nephew. So if Krishna is be respected by the auntie from the feet, Krishna will feel embarrassed. And Krishna and Kunti Mata does not want to break the rasa, the relationship, the rasa of relationship. If we say Krishna is God, if cowherd boys say, oh Krishna, you are God, you are the lifter of the Govardhan, Krishna will start laughing. I am the lifter of Govardhan. I do not lift Govardhan. You people were among holding the sticks in your hand. That's why I could lift the Govardhan. So I'm not a lifter. I'm not the lifter of Govardhan. When Krishna lifted Govardhan, Gwalbal said, Krishna, we are holding Govardhan. You go out. You are holding since 7 days. We will help you. You go out. Krishna's ready? Okay. Just he tilted his finger a little bit. The sticks were breaking. Kadak, 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 everything. And they said, la 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 la, pick again. La 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 la, hold. And then Krishna said, okay, then who will go first? We will go first. Otherwise, we will get suppressed under this Govardhan hill. They all went out. And then they asked, Lala, how could you get so energy to lift the Govardhan? What are you eating separately? Some special prasadam? Some pizzas from Keshav Prabhu? Some special prasadam? So Krishna says, no. I am not God. He says, कछु ग्वाल बालन को संग, कछु माखन लियो चुराए. कछु ग्वाल बालन को संग, कछु माखन लियो चुराए. मैंने राधा जी की कृपा सो जे गिरिवर लियो उठाए, मैंने राधा जी की कृपा सो ये गिरिवर लियो उठाए. So I am not God. Actually, Radharani was continuously staring on me, and because of her energy, I could lift Govardhan. And little bit I have eaten some prasadam with you all cowherd boys. So it is your help and Radhaji's mercy. She is the goddess, but I am among you people. I am not God. So that's why this embarrassment, if Krishna accept himself as God, all the rasa will go away. All the rasa will go away. So to maintain the rasas, these leelas, this pastimes been done. So that's why the obeisance started from the navel, not from the feet. Then the 22nd number shloka. Yatha rishikesh khale devaki कंसेन रुधित चरम शुचार्पिता विमोचिताहं च सहजात्मजा विभो तव्ये नाथेन महुर विपद गणा. Kunti Mata said, "Oh Rishikesh, master of the senses." Rishikesh means he is the master of senses. You have released your mother Devaki, who was long imprisoned and distressed by the envious King Kamsa, and me and my children from a series of constant dangers. So there were a lot of dangers in the life of Kunti. There were a lot of dangers. When she was married to Pandu Maharaj, Pandu Maharaj could not beget children because he was suffering from jaundice. And once they were on a picnic trip, they found that there was one Rishi, Kingdom Rishi, having an intimate relationship with the other female deer in the form of deer, because they could not do openly, so they took a form of a deer. So in that form, Pandu Maharaj said, "Who are the Rishis?" So he took the bow and arrow, and killed one of the counterparts. So Kingdom Rishi came into his original form as Rishi and said, "I curse you. Whenever you want to beget your children, you go to the nearby female, you will die immediately." So because of that curse, he could not beget any children. So Kunti Mata was blessed by Durvasa Muni that if she utter any of the demigod, she can beget children. So once Pandu Maharaj requested, "Why don't you invoke Sir Dharmaraj, and then Dharmaraj will give you some son." Kunti Mata did not disclose that I have already tried this mantra, and from sun god I have Karna, and she did not explain. And she said, "Okay, but is it okay? Are you happy because I am going to have son from some other male member?" Said, "It's a divine birth, so why do you worry? You just invoke Dharmaraj. If Dharmaraj is a Dharmaraj, if he says it is against Dharma, then this thing will not happen. But because Dharmaraj blesses you with a child, it means he accepts this, and then we continue." Then from Dharmaraj, she got Yudhishthir Maharaj. And that after one year of the pregnancy, she delivered Yudhishthir Maharaj. And then again next year, she desired for the other from the Pavanadev, and then she get Bhima, and then she was delivered Bhima, and the Pavandev said he will be very powerful, was having 10,000 elephants power in one person. Though when Bhima was born, he was having only 2,000 elephants power. But later on, one day, Duryodhan thrown the Bhima into the river, and there's Yamuna river, and the Bhima went into the deep river side. When he went, there were a lot of snakes, and it was a Sarpaloka. And the snakes came towards Bhima, and Bhima was powerful with 2,000 elephants power. He used to snatch and break the snakes into two pieces. And all the snakes went to the Maharaj of the snakes. And they said, "Maharaj, Maharaj, Maharaj, there is a person who is killing all the snakes." They said, "Bring him here." So Bhima was in a ropes bound, brought into the palace of the Nagaloka, king of the snakes. And his name was Aryaka. And he said, "Oh, Bhima is the son of Kunti. Oh, Kunti is one of my disciples' daughter. So your Nanaji used to be my Senapati. So he is no more now. You belong to our family lineage. So I provide you with some blessings." So what blessings? There are 7 kundas. 8 kundas, you can drink some of the nectar and you can stay long with more power inside you. So Bhima went to drink and he drank all the 8 kundas in one go. And one kunda can provide the 1000 elephant power. So he could get 8000 elephant power by drinking that kundas, and 2000 was from the birth. So he became the 10,000 elephant power man. On once Bhima was going with the mother in the lap, and suddenly he fall down on the stone in the mountain. And she was worried, my child must have hurt himself by falling on the stones. But when she went nearby, she found all the stones are churned into the pieces. And he was very powerful from the very birth. Then after 1 year, she invited Indra, and from Indra she got Arjuna. Then the other queen of Pandu Maharaj, the Madri, she said, I also want to beget 2 children, though I cannot also go for intimate relationship with him, but I need. So from the Ashwini Kumaras, 2 sons, Nakul and Sahadev, was given to Madri Mata. These are, they were 5 children and 2 queens, and they all were enjoying. For 14 years, they were all enjoying together. One day, Arjun's birthday was celebrated in a picnic. So at that time, this Pandu Maharaj forgotten the curse of Kingdom Rishi given 14 years back. And Madri Mata came near to Pandu Maharaj and they started loving each other. And suddenly, Madri Mata realized, oh, you have desired to be with me and now you will die. And Pandu Maharaj says, yes, I will die now. And suddenly, Kunti Mata came and she said, if he die, I am going to be Sati. I am going to burn myself on the last death pyre. Madri said, but I was the reason for the death. I will take the Sati. And both were discussing. Then she said, 3 of your sons and 2 of my sons, now your responsibility. And the Madri and Pandu, they both died into the last pyre of the fire. Kunti Mata came back and Duryodhana, Dhritarashtra's son, used to curse that this woman went into jungle and brought 5 children. I do not know they are their children or she is going and hanging around with other male people. And such kind of criticism she heard all the time. When they were together, living together at that time, they were thrown out from the Hastinapura. And they were rotating here and there. They were given a palace called Lakshagre made up of wax. And when they started living very nice palace made up of wax, suddenly Vidur Maharaj gave them indication. Then when the death comes, rats goes to the forest, indirectly gave the information that soon you will going to die. And Vidura is also part of the Dhritarashtra palace, could not speak directly. So understanding that indirect message, the Bhima started making a cave, underground cave. And one day, this shepherd woman lying down with 5 boys planned to burn the palace that night. And suddenly, in the morning, Bhima planned that this lady is lying down. I should burn this palace into the fire and should run away from the cave underground. Because when people will come, they will think that 5 boys and 1 woman means Kunti and 5 sons have died. And they will feel happy. So that shepherd woman and the 5 uncivilized or uncultured, those shepherd sons, all were burnt into ashes. And Bhima went away. The cave was very small. At one time, only 1 man can go. Bhima was very big and the Arjuna was not that big. Yudhishthira was also middle and Nakul Sahadeva was small and Kunti was old. How could they all run away, you know? So Bhima took Nakul and Sahadev on their shoulders. Yudhishthira was like hanging on the Bhima's, and Arjuna was from the side like a bag. Sometimes we backpack on back or sometime on front. So front was Arjuna, back was this Yudhishthira, and on the left and right side Nakul and Sahadev. And Kunti Mata was on this palms sitting like a singhasana, and they were all walking. And now we'll think how they will walk. 1 elephant, many people can sit. 5 or 5 people can sit on one. He was having power of 10,000 elephants. The whole Perth city can sit on 10,000 elephants. So they were 5 only. So they all vanished through that cave. And Vidura was waiting on a boat, and they passed away to a palace called a Brahmin's palace into Ek Chakragram. And in that Ek Chakra, there was a demon called, that demon was killing people, eating people, and the Brahmana in which home they were residing, it was his turn to go and to be killed by that demon. So Bakasura was the demon, and the whole food was prepared, lots of pots and milks and everything was prepared. Bhima said, I'm hungry, I want to eat all this. No, this belongs to one demon here. If we will not give, he will eat whole village. Only one person should be given on the Amavasya day every month. So this time, my son is going, that lady said, Brahmin lady. Bhima said, I will go. Kunti Mata said, my son will go. He will eat this food and he will eat that demon also. And then fight happened, and Bhima killed the Bakasura with his own horn and killed that demon and came back. And this is how Kunti Mata was always in a trouble, some situations. Gambling match happened twice. In once gambling match, the Draupadi's sari was taken away by Dusasana. And in the second match, they were given like you have to go into the forest for 12 years, Agyatavas, and 1 year of Agyatavas. 13 years of exile into the forest given to the Pandavas in the second match. Every time it happened. And finally, day came when Mahabharata happened and all were killed. And now the palace is with all the Pandavas. And when now everything is settled, Krishna said, now everything is settled. Now I am going back to my Dwarka. I have to take away my responsibilities. But Kunti Mata in such a place said to Krishna, please do not go. Please do not go. I want to be with you. Till the time you were here, there were a lot of happiness all around. But now you are going, we will be like a dead people. You came, the liveliness was there. We were in miseries, no problem. But we were having support that you are there. But now you are going, how we will live? Then Kunti Mata said this prayer in the 25th verse. Vipada santuta shashvat tatra tatra jagat guru bhavato darshanam yatsyayat apuna bhavadarshanam. Vipada santutu shashvat. Give me the eternal problems of life, miseries, lots of miseries. So sometimes we misquote Kunti Mata by saying that she is asking for miseries. She is not asking for miseries. She is asking the association of Krishna. Because in the miseries, Krishna is always with the devotees. When Prahlad was in problem, Krishna came. The moment Hiranyakashipu was no more, Prahlad was coronated as the king of the palace. Narsingha disappeared. Now the Kunti and Pandavas were in misery. Krishna was always there. Now the misery is gone. Krishna is going back. So she is welcoming miseries not because she wants miseries. She is wanting miseries because miseries always bring protection of Krishna on the backside. So we should be happy. If misery come, it means Krishna is with us at that time. And that's why he says, one who has taken your darshan, apuna bhavad darshanam, need not to come into this material life again and again. So this is how Kunti Mata requested Krishna that in all the calamities of life, you were always there. People in this material life could not understand you, Krishna, because of their egoistic natures. And she said, Janma Aishwarya Shruta Shribhi Eteman Madpuman Nevahatya Abhidatum Vai Twamakinchana Gocharam. People have janma, means they have taken birth in a very high class family, they don't surrender to you. People though have taken the janma, birth in a very opulent family, they do not surrender. People those who have taken birth in a very beautiful life, they do not surrender. People though have very great educations, they do not surrender. If they surrender, they become the greatest of the devotees. But problem is, Edeman Madpuman, because of the egos, they do not surrender. So riches, the beauty, education is a hindrance in the path of bhakti to achieve Krishna in our lives. So we should always think whatever beauty, whatever money we have, it's because of Krishna. So this lot of prayers, they are 26 stutis. I think the time is running away, so I cannot take all the shlokas, all the things. But finally, Kunti Mata prayed, Krishna, you stay with us. for longer time. Seeing the condition of Kunti Mata, Krishna says, okay, because you are asking me to stay back, I will stay back for some more time. So Krishna accepted. So and Krishna stayed for next 4 months and supported Yudhishthira to establish the palace and many other things. And on the other side, Dwarka Vasis, the people in Dwarka, they were feeling like separation from Krishna for so long. He just said, I'm going for 18 days of a Mahabharat, but long time has gone, Krishna has not come back. So when I came to Perth, devotees here enjoying the kathas, and devotees there, congregation, they're feeling separation. And when I will go from here, I do not know, you will ask to stay back. I do not know that. But still, the situation comes in our lives also. We go from one place, other people feel separation. When we go to other place, that those people feel separation. So Kunti Mata feeling separation, she says, I need so many miseries, Krishna, because in miseries you were always behind us. So we need your association, lot association. Your footprints should be given on the each and every marble of our palace, so that even you go away, and whenever I feel anxiety, I could see the footprints of you in each and every palace. So for 4 months, you have to put your feet on each and every inch of our palace, so that we have your footprints everywhere. The morning I wake up, I could see it. Krishna was here, Krishna. And with that thought, I can live my life happily. And that was the condition of Kunti Mata. So Kunti Mata is a very great exalted devotee. Srila Prabhupada on Kunti Mata spoke 22 days continuously in the Kunti prayers. 22 days. And you have given me only 2 hours. It's not justice to me. So how in 2 hours I can speak 22 days of a speech? It's very difficult. So there should be a 7-week session of only on Kunti prayers. Recently I did in Bengal this Prahlad prayers for 7 days continuously, 3 hours per day. So they have said 3 hours, 3.5 hours, sometimes 4 hours per day. So then only. Otherwise, if you start feeling in 2 hours also monotonous, so it becomes difficult for the speaker to give that kind of a knowledge. So it's lot of content to speak in this Kunti prayers. I have given already many times this Kunti prayers, but every time new things come up. I planned one notes here, but that note vanished away as Krishna's plan. So I could not see anything on my screen. So it's all went away, and I tried finding out. I could not find. I thought, okay, Krishna, you do not want to see me the notes. So I spoke without notes here. So whatever I said, I think I have given you enough information about Kunti Mata with whatever in my mind, because my laptop is like bubbles are coming here. Nothing is here. So everything vanished away. So nothing I have. So this is how I tried to speak about Kunti Mata. She is exalted devotee. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So we have 5 minutes kirtan or question answers.
Hare Krishna. Thanks for the wonderful class. The main question I had was when Krishna said to his friends that it's Radharani's power.
Yeah.
So what was the reaction or the response from Krishna's friends? Did they think of Radharani as
the goddess of Vrindavan? She's Vrindavaneshwari. So they think that yes, Radharani is a goddess, but Krishna is friend among us. So Krishna do not want to break that rasa of enjoying the Sakhya ras among the friend circle. If you sometime come to know the friend with whom you are staying, like you see so many devotees here, Hema Krishna Prabhu is Narayan. So how will you love him too much? You will pay more respects and artis and so many things. The moment you come to know his God, there's a separation. You start respecting that person, and love relationships breaks actually. So that's why Krishna do not want that. So rasa continued, or the Sakhya rasa.
Thank you.
Yeah. That's Mridal Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, thank you so much for the wonderful class. You talked about Karma Kanda today.
Yeah.
As you said, if devotees chant Hare Krishna for the benefit of, there's like material benefits. If you chant Hare Mantra for returning back to Godhead, does that count as Karma Kanda or no?
No. When you're chanting for going back to Godhead, that is a right target of our life. It is not for some material ulterior motives. When you use it for the material purposes, then it is wrong. Otherwise, for the spiritual word, yes, that's chantings given by Srila Prabhupada, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. To have association of devotees, you can chant, you can cry, to meet Srila Prabhupada, to meet your spiritual master, to meet Krishna, it's good. But for getting some money or some job or some material benefits, we should not pray like chanting 2 rounds extra for my job, 2 rounds extra for my husband, 2 rounds extra for my college, 2 rounds extra. No, this is not good actually. Yeah.
Krishna.
Yes, any other one? Yeah, Mataji. Young children have questions, older are exalted.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yeah.
I have a question. Why did Madhuri die with Pandu?
Madhuri died with Pandu.
Yeah.
Because that was the culture at that time, that whenever lady found that his husband is no more, now there is no purpose of living of his life, because for him, for her, the husband is the ultimate target of life. At that time, ladies used to serve their husband like God. Sati matas, that's why they are called as satis. They were very chaste women. They have never even seen any male member other than their husband. There were no televisions at that time, no Instagrams, Facebooks, no co-ed colleges or schools. They always have a chastity maintaining, and they always surrender to the husband. And when the husband go away, this is not because some force, it was out of love. When somebody goes away, when you love someone, we also want to die with that person. But now the society does not allow this, because in between era came when the ladies were forced to die with their husbands, and that is called a sati pratha. But that pratha was by the laws that was stopped. But the reason started the sati was not the law or the force, that was the love, out of love, that my husband is no more, for whom I will live now, with whom I will live now, for whom I will eat food. So that's why they used to burn on the pyres. And it is a Shastrik Pramana, when the woman dies with the husband, then the woman also goes back to the Godhead because of her chastity. Like Tulsi Mata is a chaste woman, Kunti Mata is a chaste woman, Sati Mata is a chaste woman. So that was the character. Nowadays, if some husband passes away, a woman says, no problem. There are many other people waiting outside. One woman went to one party and people asked, you have a new purse, new car. Did your husband change the job? He said, no, I changed the husband. So sometimes some things, now the era is changing completely. Getting my point?
Yes.
Yeah, Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Okay, anybody else? Yeah, Prabhu, again.
Hare Krishna. So there's it was mentioned that Radha and Krishna. I mean, on one level, some say that Krishna is father, just like in Bhagavad Gita, and like Bible says, Jesus is the son of the Father. So and it was mentioned that Radha and Krishna. Can you please give some clarification and elaboration on how we're supposed to think of Radha and Krishna, so not as mother and father or something like that?
Yeah, they are the eternal lovers. Lovers in our parampara. The Gauriya Vaishnava Sampradaya is not talking about the mother and father. We are talking on the level of Madhurya Rasa. Madhurya is the conjugal love of Radha and Krishna. And we are hearing so many pastimes of Radha and Krishna togetherness. So how can we think that my mother is going into the forest? So when you think about mother, then Radharani expands herself in the form of Lakshmi or a Sita Mata. But when we talk about Radharani's eternal nature, she is always there to serve Krishna in the eternal pastimes of Krishna.
So to achieve that level, is it first we surrender as devotees, as servants of Krishna, and then...
No, we have to surrender to the expansion of Radharani as a Guru Tattva. So we have to surrender to Srila Prabhupada or the Guru Jans or the Vaishnavas. They will guide us to how to serve Krishna. And then by the mercy of Krishna, then we understand Radha and Krishna together. Yeah.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Okay, so it's done. Thank you so much. Yeah, Hema Krishna Prabhuji. Yeah, wants to say something.
Thanks, Prabhuji, for the wonderful class. I just one question because, a lot of us, I have also read about those, some devotees in the past, they say, what is their role in the spiritual world and all that, you know.
Yeah.
So everyone is different. So I was just thinking, when we always, that is a very high level, but some destiny may not be on that level. So is it okay to think on that level? And I'm just a bit of a conflict in my mind. I just want to be clarified.
Though everybody has some swarupa,
Yeah.
some form in the spiritual world. You have a form, I have a form, everybody has a form. But Srila Prabhupada suggested we should not jump into the thought of thinking ourselves, what is my swarupa?
Yeah.
It is not a one-day game. Bahunan janma jamanante jnanvamam prapadyante vasudevam sarvamiti sahamatma sudurlava. So it is not a one birth game. After birth and birth, automatically by chanting Hare Krishna, we will get a realization of what swarupa we have.
Yeah.
And in that swarupa we can enter and we will serve continuously in the Nitya Leela. So we should not force our minds too much to understand what is my swarupa. We should need to understand the Bhagavatam philosophies and the role of Srila Prabhupada in our life, the role of the Vaishnavas, and meditate on the holy name, because holy name is also Nama Rupa. So we have to focus on the Nam Sarupa. By the mercy of the Nam Sarupa, we will have our own Sarupa will manifest someday, but not right now. Maybe for some it has manifested, but for some people we have to wait. Anek janma samsiddho, in the 6th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, 45 verse, Krishna saying, Anek janma samsiddho yanti parmam gatim. After many births of siddhis, you will come to me after many births. So might be this is your second last or the last, we never know. So when it is the last birth, automatically Krishna will make us realize our Swarupa, and we will enter, we will be very happy entering in that Swarupa, maybe the cow or the grass weeds or the gopis or the goalas or the gopas, or the cart or the chariot or the milk, because everything is eternal in the pastimes of Krishna. And there will be no comparison that, oh, I become cow, but I tried for gopi. Oh, it's too bad. Krishna, you did wrong to me. I chanted continuously every Mangal Arati, Hare Krishna, but I am cow. What's the use of my being cow here? So till that time, this comparative study is there. We are not ready for entering into the pastimes.
Thank you for the explanation. It's just that when you mentioned about that comes to my mind about it becomes like a conflict in my mind that like we have to be thinking of more on the Madhurya Rasa and that sort of thing.
Yes, okay. In that way, we have to think about the Madhurya, because in a prayer called Mana Siksha, Srila Raghunath Das Goswami mentioning, we have to focus on the Vraja Radha Krishna. Even in our Tulsi Arti we say, Vrindaya Tulsi Devai, Namo Namo Shri Tulsi Krishna Priyasi, Vraja Radha Krishna Seva Pavo, Ei Abhilasi. It's our desire that we get the service in the Vraja Radha Krishna, means Radha Krishna, those in the Vraj, in the teenage form. I do not want Vishnu in the Dwarka or in the Mathura or very small Lala into Nandagaon. We need the service into the lotus feet of Radha and Krishna, those are into Vraja. So Srila Prabhupada also writes in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 18, verse number 65, purport, last paragraph, that if you have to focus, so there are many forms of Krishna, Rama, Narsingha or Varaha. So sometimes devotees ask, which is the form which we have to focus? Prabhupada writes, the focus on the Shama Sundar form, holding a flute in his hand with a peacock feather, and is doing pastimes in Vrindavan. So that we have to focus. It's not about imitating or mentally, but we have to request Krishna to enter into Vraja Radha Krishna. Not even Lakshmi or Narayan or some. We have to reject every other service like gopis, then only we can reach. So that mood should be developed at least. We can't become like now, but that mood should be that, yes, I need Vrindavan, I need Vraja Mandal service, I need Mayapur Dham service. That request should be given every morning. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Prabhuji.
Hare
Thank you.
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna. Thank you. Okay, Shri Radha Govind Bhagavan ki, Shri Gaur Nitai ki.